Welcome back. The Summer Olympics in Tokyo are set to kick off in about 6 weeks' time. Now, this despite growing calls to cancel the Games amid a devastating fourth wave of the pandemic. Meanwhile, Japan is also dealing with a growing epidemic of loneliness. It's a crisis that's only magnified by the COVID pandemic. And Blake Essick joins us now from Tokyo with more on this. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, Robin, it's a really sad situation. Earlier this year, Japan appointed a minister of loneliness to tackle the country's mental health crisis, a seemingly monumental task. Now, even before the pandemic hit, Japan has had a serious problem with loneliness, isolation, and suicide. These are issues that are affecting the entire population, but in different ways.
For the third time this week, Masatomi Yokoo and his team enter a home to clean. A simple job, but nothing about it is easy.
He probably died here. I don't know the shape because the body fluid has soaked into the tatami so much, but I think probably here.
Yokoo, president of Memories Company, has been in the cleaning business for about 13 years. But recently, he says cleaning up after lonely deaths, where people die alone and remain undiscovered for long periods of time, has sadly turned into big business.
We do this kind of work every day. This scene is that we always witness. We can see that his life is getting rough and that he is issuing an SOS. This is an ordinary scene for us.
The 79-year-old man who lived here died alone. The cause of death is unknown. Police say his body was found about a month after he died.
Walking through this apartment, it's as if time has stood still. There's still food and drinks on the counter, mail on the floor, and if you take a look around this apartment, there is garbage and clothes scattered everywhere. It's a heartbreaking scene that is all too common here in Japan.
Michiko Ueda is an associate professor at Waseda University who studies loneliness. While she says Japan's aging population is at great risk of isolation, it's actually the young that suffer most. Her research, analyzing the public's mental health, found 40% of the entire Japanese population feels loneliness. For those under 40, that number is 50%.
They have high suicidal ideation. They wanted to kill themselves very often. And then also they feel like they're useless because they have no meaning in life. So the psychological effect of loneliness on individuals is very, very high.
A psychological effect likely impacting more people as a result of the pandemic. In 2020, for the first time in 11 years, the suicide rate in Japan increased from the previous year and changed.
What typically happens is during the economic crisis, the middle-aged men die by suicide. But now it's the young women, so definitely something different is going on.
And the numbers show it's getting worse. According to the National Police Agency, the suicide rate in the month of April increased more than 19% compared to last April. While the pandemic has claimed more than 10,000 lives in Japan during that time, more than 23,000 people have taken their own life. For Nanako Takayama, those numbers are personal. She experienced loneliness, depression, and contemplated suicide when she was 30 years old, shortly after giving birth to her first child.
I wanted to disappear. I didn't know how to handle my feelings, and it was too painful to think about what to do.
About a decade later, Takayama studies psychology and is a counselor at Anata no Ibasho, a place for you, which is a 24-hour chat service for those who just need someone to listen. At times, she interacts with 4 to 5 people a day. She uses her own struggle with loneliness to help others.
I want to say that you are not alone. We seriously want to listen to your story. Voicing your concern is never a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're running away from the problem or you're weak.
Experts say about 30,000 people here in Japan die lonely deaths each year, and when that happens, this is the result. Cleaners asked to come in to pick up the pieces of a life lost.
I can't get used to this forever. Time has stopped here. I can feel what kind of life he was having here right away. Honestly speaking, my heart aches.
Well, in terms of Japan's new Minister of Loneliness, his name is Tetsushi Sakamoto, and he says his first task is to identify those who are isolated, lonely, and at risk of being cut off from society. He also plans to promote activities that protect the ties between people. Now, it's worth noting that Japan isn't the first country to appoint a Minister of Loneliness. The United Kingdom did so in 2018, largely to focus on the loneliness endured by the elderly. Of course, Robin, the issue is seriously impacting boys and girls, men and women of all ages here in Japan.
Really important, powerful piece. Thanks for bringing it to us, Blake Essig there. And as Blake mentions, loneliness, social isolation and suicide are not issues unique to Japan. For support, a worldwide directory of resources and international hotlines is provided by the International Association for Suicide Prevention. You can also turn to befrienders worldwide.